Hey, how's it going, everybody?
This is Kak.
And this is Balls.
And welcome to the
Kak
and
Balls
podcast.
That was better than
That was better than the actual recording. So we have a situation here.
bad situation.
Bad situation.
Cold
so
bad.
we had a special guest on the show here. I got to take off my headphones because it's so weird. Weird hearing yourself. So we had a special guest, Kieran Gibbs, come on the podcast. Kieran, he's the drummer of Radio War, my band, and he's also a writer and
Comedian.
And a comedian. And we had him on. He's a great speaker, dude can talk for ages. He's awesome.
Has a lot of great stories.
A lot of great stories. But for some reason, we don't know why, the first half of the podcast, the first 25 minutes or so of the podcast, it sounds like garbage.
We'll play a clip here.
Really, I wanted to name it forced abortion, so I think Radio War turned out fun. So, gentlemen, what are we talking about today?
So we got a few topics. First thing we're gonna talk about basically.
Yeah, so it's just really bad garbage.
Yeah, it just sounds like we don't know what happened. I tried looking into it. I was just scrolling through the podcast and I realized, wow, halfway through it sounds all right. And the point where it starts sounding okay, starts sounding like perfectly good, is when my computer like went to sleep and came back. I don't know why. My first off, I need to look into the settings and make sure my computer's won't go to sleep the next podcast we do.
Yeah. That happened to us in the first podcast, but it said that it stopped recording on mine.
Yeah. I don't know. Like mine kept recording and it got better.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened in the first half at all. No idea. I replugged in the mic. It sounded fine. Blah blah blah. So we're gonna go into the second half of the podcast. Just context. We were talking about DC.
The DC universe.
DC universe, and I was making a point about the Wonder Woman movie and how I didn't like the main message of the movie. It was like weird, and Kieran tells me to like make my point more clear, and I do, and that's where we go. The whole chunk that you're gonna miss is our stories about education,
all high school and all that.
all high school, and the first part of our like rant on how Batman v Superman was a bad movie, and like Kieran wanted to talk about the new Justice League movie, and he stated that he was entertained by it.
I was just very entertained by it, but like he really felt like they were trying too hard to be like Marvel.
Yeah. We go into the whole spiel of like how DC tried to like come in late to the game and try to do something with that, but it really doesn't work out. But I'm gonna make sure the audio sounds fine. Yeah, it sounds good. But
Christian Nolan.
Yeah.
Trilogy.
Yeah.
Do they have that? Like, my fuck up about that? I hope it I hope it sounds great.
Yeah, I hope there's like good parts of the podcast, but and then after we finish talking about movies, we go into like music, and we go on to more of Kieran's hometown kind of stories. He's from a small town called Nacona. I think he goes into that. I think
Nacona, California.
Nacona, Texas. But I think he goes into detail on that at some point. And yeah, we also didn't have a camera recording right now. Our camera operator, she's recording on her iPhone. So yeah,
we just had a bunch of fuck ups.
Yeah, this episode was just crazy, and I really wish everything went well because Kieran is a great speaker.
Yeah.
But
we'll have him back.
We'll definitely have him back, and we'll talk about our stories again. We'll talk about the education story again. But yeah, great guy. Check out the second half of the podcast. Sorry that this podcast is really short because of our fuck ups.
Enjoy.
What's going on?
I guess it
Just went to sleep on you?
Yeah.
Is it still going? Oh,
Yeah,
we're
it's
still
still
going.
going.
Sorry about the technical difficulty, ladies and gentlemen. Anywho.
The cock's fault.
God damn it, cock. Anyway, I enjoyed the Batman v Superman fight sequence, but think about how badass that would have been if that was Christian Bale in that bat suit. I love Ben Affleck as Batman. I frankly think he's a better Bruce. Wayne.
I'm
He's more
super
charming.
hard right now.
Yeah.
Just thinking about
Yeah,
Christopher Nolan in a
but-
Batman suit fighting Superman.
Christopher Nolan in a Batman suit.
I
I would love to see that. Just his fucking burly British ass, just like okay.
I've been messing up the
Do
whole
you
day.
bleed? You will. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna film
I'm
in a
in
fucking
Christian
biplane for
Bale.
4 hours.
Christian Bale. Christian Bale.
I love fucking with you balls. It's awesome. But yeah, seriously, think about it. Think about fucking the gravitas that Christian Bale brought to Batman, and like the "Where is she?" voice alone. We cut back on that, but I think he would have fit really well into that universe because you have people trying to emulate brighter attitudes, but you also have him as the dark, just I'm fucking Batman.
Yeah.
Which that would have been cool if they could have worked that out, but whatever.
I mean, still Ben Affleck does a good job as Batman.
See,
But it also kind of sucks because he's not going to be Batman for more than like another movie or so.
Why don't we just crowdfund him and be like, hey, we'll get you $10 million.
See,
Ben Affleck doesn't need fucking money.
I don't know.
He's got 2 Oscars and he's Batman. He doesn't want to be Batman. That's how fucking much he doesn't need money.
Yeah. No, going back to like establishing movies, Man of Steel wasn't my favorite movie, but at least it gave you some backstory on like Henry Cavill's like Superman.
Yeah.
And then I personally loved Wonder Woman as a movie.
Wonder Woman was great.
It was a great movie. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it established her character well. I do admit, like, the main theme of the movie, the main message of the movie was kind of like, oh my god, this is. But then like it makes sense. Wonder Woman's
Did you
character,
create a point there? I didn't get that.
because like. Right, like the main message being like what was it again? Like at the end she says like it's what you believe or something like that.
Some bullshit.
So,
Like,
yeah, it was like,
superhero.
yeah, I was like this is the cheesiest fucking shit ever. But then I was like, she's Wonder Woman though. Like that's her character. Like she says stuff like that.
Bottom line is, over in DC, the problems that lie are not the visuals, because it separates itself from Marvel and it creates a pretty solid looking base, and it's not really the performances, except Cavill. I think he's pretty shit. He did good in the first Man of Steel. I don't know what happened. He was horrible in Batman v Superman. Cut, like, you just can't fix that.
I mean, there was a lot cut.
There was one line. It's when the mobile is like skirting across, and we see that cool, like, that's a cool thing you see in the movie, is this cool slow shot of just Superman staring at it.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
But then after that, Henry Cavill just goes, "The Bat is dead. Keep it that way." Some bullshit like that. And I was like, that is the most cardboard fucking line I've ever heard.
No, there's a lot of cardboard
him.
lines there.
Yeah.
Because like when Superman is about to fly into Doomsday with a spear, he goes, "You're my world."
Oh my god, that was so fucking cheap.
I was like, oh my fucking god, you got
But
kidding me?
I don't think that's Calvin's fault. I think that's just
That's writing. That's a bad writing.
just
No,
bad.
that's the point I was getting at. They have fine visuals. They have fine actors. They need better scripts. They just need better stories. You have so many people looking at the way it looks and just keeping up with Marvel. You're forgetting the fucking story.
See,
Yeah.
I think well, when it comes to DC, what I've noticed with their TV shows, with their CW TV shows, and like their movies, they try to really dumb it down because they know their biggest audience is gonna be kids. They're gonna be like Superman, Batman. They're gonna like bring their parents to the movie. That's how they make their money.
Right.
But Marvel is loved by everyone, so they have good writers. First of all, Marvel has really good writers, so they can write to fit like kids and adults. Like a lot of their humor is very adult, and but like still kids can enjoy that like as a visual movie as well.
Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say, which is kind of like funny because you see like TV show, like cartoon TV shows, like the Justice League back in 2005-ish.
With Conroy? With Kevin Conroy's Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like
then you
a
have
really
like
good Justice
the
League
Young
series.
Justice, like the writers behind those shows was able to connect. Like most of the animated like area of DC, animated films and shows.
Which honestly, that's the lineup I want to see.
Yeah.
Like the lineup from the Justice League television show, and I know they wanted to do it differently, which me just using my thinking box, Ray Fisher was Cyborg. Ray Fisher would have been a fucking awesome Martian Manhunter. He would have been great in that role.
Yeah.
And I think just wishful thinking. You cast like an Idris or a Michael B. Jordan in the Jon Stewart. I think that's his name, right? Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart. Yeah.
You put him
Michael
B. Jordan as Jon Stewart Green Lantern. Because spoiler alert, car, it doesn't really affect the movie.
Yeah.
When they're showing a battle sequence from earlier, there's a fucking lantern.
Yeah.
Like there's just a lantern with a hammer. And it's just like the lanterns are established now, which I don't even know if they're going to continue with the extended universe, are they? Because apparently it bombed, didn't it? Nobody went and saw it.
It bombed the first day, but then it had to increase its sales.
Okay, so kind of like what happened with Rises. Because
yeah.
I remember Rises struggled when it first got to the box office because of the Aurora thing.
Yeah.
But then people went and saw it.
Yeah.
Because the reason I like Justice League so much is because it looked like a comic book, and I wanted to read a comic book when I got done with it.
Yeah,
and
exactly,
I did.
exactly.
So, and that's really what a movie should do. It should point you toward the source material or make you interested in other films if it's not based on anything.
Yeah. Honestly, they really need to get on the writers department. They have writers. They do it with their animated films, which they're still making.
It doesn't make sense. I think it's a studio thing because the writers just, if you look at the list, Chris Terrio, he wrote Dark Knight Rises, and Dark Knight Rises is one of the better scripts in just superhero movies, if you ask me. And I think they have Jeff Johns doing something. And Jeff Johns has written some of the best storylines ever. I think he wrote Blackest Night and Brightest Day. Yeah, it's like you have this talent. I think it's the studio wanting to make it just palatable for everybody, and that's not how it works. You have to treat your audience as if they're equals and just craft a story. Don't really worry about a franchise or anything, but that's never going to happen because it's Hollywood. But if you craft, you can't be too focused on crafting a money franchise, and you have to craft the franchise story based. Does this all make sense? Because right now, DC is in the state of and then writing is where something happens and then this happens and then this happens, and it's all just interchangeable.
Yeah.
They need to be writing in the sense of therefore. Mm-hmm. I learned this from Trey Parker and Matt Stone. No, I didn't come up with this. That if you're writing and you're using the term and then as opposed to therefore, you're fucked, because nothing that happens is important, and it's all interchangeable.
It's good advice.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah. That's a writing strategy I have. Trey Parker and Matt Stone said it.
Nice.
I need to be a better writer. I'm like a really bad writer right now.
I'm a bad writer, but I can come up with like decent stories. Like I can give you a decent premise. I can be like this is a cool idea, but I have no idea how to write it.
I am an excellent writer. Where's my fucking Pulitzer?
Speaking of that, we need a off podcast. We need to talk about that short film that we want to work on.
What short film?
I was the one that you want to pitch, or the one that you want to get rolling, like the band and stuff.
The band movie?
Yeah, the band movie.
I think that'd be really. Electric Ink. I just need somebody to bounce ideas off. If I haven't gotten started on a script, I haven't gotten started on a fucking treatment because I didn't know that was still a thing. But yeah, I think that we could have a lot of fun because we could write our own music, and we could also put the music in the movie.
We can be in the movie.
We can. I don't want to be in the movie. Okay. I'm not comfortable being I'm not an actor. I never have been. I mean, I was on stage and stuff, but I don't want to be on movies. I don't like the way I look.
I'm not a cameo, just like.
I'll be in a fucking cameo. I don't care. I'll silent bob myself in there. Who gives a fuck?
Dude, it'd be really fucking cool to like write our own music and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and also I want
to get into that now, like music.
Yeah, all right.
I think it'd be a great idea.
Because I've been meaning to get like a chance to score a film. I really want to score a film.
You want to score one?
Yeah, because that's something that I've like recently.
That is ambitious, sir. I salute you.
Speaking about things ambitious, I want to do 5 to 12 films.
5
short films.
I think 5 is a good.
5 is like the best short films. But like
next year.
Yeah, just like a whole year.
Can I send you some scripts?
Dude, hell yeah. Well, we need stories.
Oh, credit you, no problem.
Huh? You can be part of it. You can be on set and stuff.
Because honestly, you can keep this in the cast or not if you want. My dream just is me. Before I came into college, I wanted to be the head honcho. I wanted to be the director. Like, you do this, you do this, you do this. Yeah. But just keep on. Just being in college and having experiences, I think I'm more comfortable as a writer.
Okay.
I'd rather write a bunch of stuff and deal with deadlines and send it off to people than have to have the headaches of writing, directing, doing all this. But don't get me wrong, I still want to make my own stuff, but I want to focus on the writing aspect, and I think it'd be cool for you guys who know a thing or two about shooting shit. I'm not good at that. I think it'd be cool to just give you guys scripts, let y'all work with my stuff. Maybe I'll have a voice here, maybe I'll have a voice there, but it's going to be y'all's baby. I'm just writing it.
Hopefully we don't fuck it up.
Hopefully, yeah. I'll be there with a fucking bullwhip every day and a 10-inch strap on. Like, fuck up. I dare ya. Crack. All right, and let's transition to... Oh, never mind. This isn't my fucking podcast. What am I talking about?
Hey.
I mean, it's fine. You know.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right, y'all want to transition to the last point?
Yeah, music.
What's the last... Oh, yeah, music.
Music.
You guys want to talk about you guys' band?
Oh, yeah.
Well...
Mr. Cack and I...
Yeah. I was last summer 2017. I started writing music because I was like, okay, next semester I gotta have a band. I gotta put together a couple of guys and we gotta do this. And Kieran, I met in summer 2016, at college orientation at UCLA. College orientation. And we started talking, and then later on I found out that he drums, and I kept that in the back of my head. I was like, hey, I know a drummer. Cool. He's a super chill dude, super cool guy.
Really? I heard he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he can be kind of a dick sometimes, but no.
And I heard his pecker is tiny. Like microscopically, like fucking. It's a microcut. It's like you don't look at it in a microscope. You look at it with a microchode because you have to get an even smaller cock just to see it. It breaks the fourth dimension of tiny cocks. It's insane. All right. Anyway, I'm sorry.
So I was like, all right, cool. And at summer 2017, I started writing a bunch of music, and I was like, all right, time. Towards the end of the summer, I called up Kieran. And I was like, dude, you want to start a project? And he was like, hell yeah.
Literally, this is just like a Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah. Like
August. I'm just sitting there in my girlfriend's place. We're watching TV, hanging out, and I get a call from Kaar. I hadn't heard from Kaar since school let out, and I'm like, okay, he might be like on the side of the road or some shit. I better answer. And you just asked me, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it.
Yep. And I wanted to do it over a call to make it more official. I was I don't want to like text you.
Yeah.
You've been talking to me about it since the first semester of college.
Yeah. I kept talking to Balls over here since forever. I was like, I need to put together something because I really want to be in a band.
And I was like, I can try to learn the instrument.
Yeah, and Ben was like, I can maybe play bass. But then Kieran over here was like, well, you met my buddy Zach last semester, and he plays bass. He can play bass. I was like, wait, doesn't he play guitar? He was like, no, he plays bass too.
He plays a little bit of fucking everything. Honestly.
Yeah, he plays everything.
I heard he was like a prodigy. That's what I heard from you.
He's really good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far. Since high school.
Not to like shit on Zach or anything. He's not necessarily a prodigy. He just knows his shit. Like he
is so in depth.
He researches everything. He like when you ask him about something, when you're like, hey Zach, what goes with this chord progression? Does this scale work? Blah blah blah. He'll tell you. And then you apply it, and then it's like, oh shit, this actually works. He knows his shit. You know.
No, it's insane because like what he is truly an example of hard work beats talent any day.
Oh yeah.
Because he was not like. I've known Zach since high school. Actually, since before high school. We met in 8th grade, and that's when we started playing together.
Yeah.
Because I've been playing with Zach since high school.
Yeah.
We had a band together, and it was all.
And I was like, this is perfect. These two guys are already coordinated with each other. They've already worked with each other. This would be perfect for me.
Yeah, it's really kind of a dream situation because me and Zach already know how to hang out with each other. Me and Kaar know how to hang out with each other, and Zach and Kaar hit it off real well.
We hit it off real well. So.
I mean, but yeah, ever since I've known him, like he's never been the most technical guy in the world. He's not a fucking like Stevie Ray Vaughan or Jimi Hendrix that's just gonna shred out the gate. Mm-hmm. But I have seen this motherfucker just look at theory videos, and he's everything he knows he taught himself. It's insane.
Yeah,
like he never had someone to like guide him. He just looked on the internet, said, "I want to learn about as much music as I can if I could fucking not have a stroke." But nah, it's insane. There's the hard work he's put in and the results that it's shown because he can pick up anything and damn near play it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's freaking great because I'll show him a song and he'll like pick up his bass and he'll just play the bass line and be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, right.
And yeah, he's freaking awesome. So we're like, all right, time to put together a band. And like my vision for the band was not just to be another college band that plays like happy doopy music at a house show or a club. I wanted us to stand out. I want us to be different. At the same time, like keep it like rock and roll and stuff, and not stray too much into like electronic or something like that.
Which that's gonna be scary because Zach likes to experiment.
Yeah, he does like to experiment. And I told him, I was like, dude, if you want to bring up your synth and just mess around with the keyboard, be my guest. Just don't add like electronic elements and stuff. I just don't like. I don't like the humanity from music taken away. I'm such a fucking hippie with that. I'm just like music has to stay true to the soul and not like computerized and generated and stuff like that. But it's like I think it's okay if you play like a electronic sample. Like if Kieran had like an electronic like drum kit and he just like played like a sample for like a song or something, I'd be totally fine with that. But it's like I just had a vision of us standing out, having good stage presence. Cause like I've seen house bands here. It's like they're a lot of them are really talented. A lot of them don't move around a lot, and a lot of them just sing like they just sound alike. And I just wanted to stand out.
They all sound like the same.
Yeah, they all sound really similar.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's your take on that?
Me, I don't really get out much. I typically just stay in my apartment and write whatever shit I want to write.
Yeah. Kieran's a worker, so he works most of the day.
I'd say I work typically, if I'm not in school, 40 hours. If I'm in school, probably upwards of 25, 30.
Yeah.
But I'm either at work, at school, or I'm just in my apartment. I don't really get out that much.
Yeah. You should come with us one day.
I've been asking Kieran. I was like, let's go.
You have been asking me, but you always just catch me on shit I gotta do.
Yeah, I took Zach to one of the shows, and he was like, and that kind of pumped him up. He was like, dude, this is actually really cool. It's like, yeah, the house show scene here in Denton is like really, really, really pretty good. There's a lot of house shows always going on. A lot of people show up. A lot of people just have fun.
It is like a mini Austin.
It is like a mini Austin.
The cool part about Denton is no one's there to hurt your feelings. No one's there to fuck.
I mean Berkeley, right? Yeah.
Berkeley.
I'm sorry. Upstate New York. But yeah, like as opposed to bigger areas, there's gonna be those motherfuckers there, basically just to critique you and tear you down. But not in this area. They're just there to have a good time. You could literally hit just like a cymbal and a crash and do like 3 chords over and over again for 2 hours. If there's beer and drugs there, no one's gonna boo you.
No one's not gonna boo you, but people like me are gonna judge you. I'll be at a show being like, God damn, these guys are generic as hell.
But he won't fucking say anything.
Yeah,
he's got common decency. He'll just fucking stir in a corner like these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly me. I'll be in the crowd. I'll be like not even clapping. I'll be like, This is a band. This is a band. Now, not saying that we're the greatest band in the world or anything. I'm just saying I want to have.
But John Bonham can suck my fucking asshole.
Whoa.
Jimmy Page, fuck that guy. I'm like 30 times better than him.
Neil Peart, I can play his shit on my right foot and in my dick. It's insane.
Man, Robert Plant, not even a singer compared to me. Compared to my shitty boy.
Tony Iommi can lick my chode. Oh my
Geezer
God.
Butler, trash. Flea, trash.
Bill Ward can suck my dick in a drumstick.
Dave Grohl, absolute garbage.
Fucking Chad Kroeger, he's actually got some good stuff out there.
But still, fuck that guy.
Nobody won't me. Can I tell you guys a story?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we were wanting to talk about? Can I tell a story to close this out?
Yeah.
All right. So me and Zach, like I said, me and my buddy Zach, we were in a band in high school. Right now, we're in the band with Kat called Radio War, and it's cool. You should check us out on all the various social medias.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, just check us out. They handed me both the mics. Dual stereo. But no, we played a show. I played all of two shows before. I've only played 2 shows in my entire life. I played it at our senior campout. And at Kona High School, there's a tradition. Toward the last 3 weeks of your high school career, you go to somebody's land, because it's a small town, somebody's always got land. You go out to somebody's land and you just get absolutely shit-faced on a school night. I don't know why we do it, but we do it. But something special, because each class tries to outdo each other. We could not outdo the class of 2012. There was a girl who got up from both ends out in public. It was awesome. I wasn't there. I don't know.
Oh.
But 2016 came pretty close. We had a band, and it was That Fabulous Mess. It was 5 people as opposed to 3, which is a lot harder to wrangle.
Oh yeah, that's why I wanted to stay.
It was
3 pieces.
me. I was on drums. Zach was on rhythm guitar.
Huh.
Our friend Brendan Marmaduke, who we call Bob Marmaduke because he just smoked weed and played guitar all day. He was lead guitar. Our buddy Alex played bass. He was unreliable as shit. I will put that out there. Alex, I love you, but get your shit together. And our friend Justin sang lead. He was like 25 and we were all 18. It was kind of weird. And we all went out to senior camp out and we got set up and we were playing with a generator because it was in the middle of fucking nowhere. And we had literally 6 songs, 1 original, 5 covers. And we get out there and our PA doesn't work. We have no fucking vocals and our generator's running alone. There's not going to be a show. Justin just said, fuck it, let's play. Let's just play. So we played the entire show without a microphone, but the class at 2016 at Acona High School was about maybe 40 people, and they were all shit-faced drunk, so it didn't matter. It was awesome because we only played for 30 minutes. Our set list was as goes. It was a little instrumental for 30 seconds. Then we play I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor by the Arctic Monkeys. Hipster as fuck, aren't we? Then Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones. Then we go into Snow by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. We play our own original called Barely Breathe. Ain't No Rest for the Wicked, and we close with Holiday by Green Day. And it was actually kind of cool because we played Holiday and everybody sang. But after the show, these 2 dudes, Osvaldo and Abel, they're my buddies, and they happen to be of the Hispanic descent. If you couldn't tell by Osvaldo and Abel, but Osvaldo is. He's about 6'4" and like 100 pounds. That's insane.
What?
But he can drink a bull under the table. It's crazy. And he hands me just an empty case of Lone Star beer, and he goes, "Sign it." And I'm like, "Well, what?" He goes, "I don't know." And he like goes and troubles this girl for a Sharpie. For some reason, this girl had a Sharpie, and I signed their beer box. We all signed their beer box, and Ozzy. Because his brother looked just like him and had an ID. He had a fake ID, so he could get all the beer in the world.
Dang.
And he just had this, like, Yeti, basically a trough. It was just a trough with a lid on it full of ice. And it was full of beer. And they barely got like a quarter through it and just passed out. And they tell me, they go, "Hey, man, that was so good. You can have anything out of our cooler you want." I took that as a fucking challenge. And I ended up falling asleep on top of the beer pong table. Like they had just played their last game. I knocked all the cans off. I lost count at about 12. And note, I had been rocking some Toads during the day to calm the nerves. I just said rocking some Toads. I'm a fucking asshole. Holy shit.
Always saying.
But yeah, I fall asleep on the beer pong table, and this is outside in May, and it had rained the night before. So I had sunk the beer pong table about 6 inches into the ground, and I am passed out. And everybody took pictures. Oh my god! Like I had to track down like 30 fucking pictures to delete. It was insane.
Dang.
But luckily enough, our honorary roadie, his name was Mason Jacobs. He was this big, just fat dude. He just would sit at our practices and take our equipment everywhere. He was the best. If you're listening, Mason, I miss you and I love you. But he was nice enough to wake my stupid ass up off a table, and he let me sleep in his driver's seat until the next morning. He just stayed awake. And then I went and got breakfast. Slept in for my first 3 periods because I was already having to take those exams, and I barely made my 4th period to stay exempt from the exam. And I smelled like campfire the whole day. It was glorious. That's all I got, guys.
That's one hell of a story to end it off on.
Yeah, it really is. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening and watching. We don't really have
the video for this one, so
God damn it, camera woman. Oh, she's flipping me off. It's great.
I mean, she's
You get paid in experience.
What experience? That doesn't even.
How not to be a shitty camera woman.
Balls doesn't make sense of the camera right.
Well, balls is just fucking balls, man.
fuck balls.
All right.
I mean, I wish I could. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching.
Oh my god, thank you guys.
Ben goes, "I'd fuck me."
Oh, fuck me.
Thank you guys for having me so much.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for being on.
Yeah, it really
We'll have you back.
We'll
have you back.
Yeah,
So please do. I like talking. I like the sound of my own voice.
It has a really nice voice, actually.
Thank you.
A lot better than
Oh
mine.
god damn! Like
all the people.
the message will be distorted.
All the people outside that's editing in the editing lab.
Oh my fucking god!
They're just getting a stroke right now.
Oh my god! Like there's I can already tell you what's gonna be outside before we even get out there. There's just gonna be a very short, very robust African American woman, just giving us the most look. It's like fucking white folk.
All right. Well, thanks for watching / listening. We gotta see you guys next time. Like and share this video or podcast if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more.
Go find Radio War on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Yes, and YouTube as well.
Spelled WORE. War is in war clothes, not World War.
Yeah. Radio RADIOWORE. 2 words. Radio War.
I'll put it in the description below too.
Cool. This has been Kak.
This has been Bars.
And
Taint.
That works.
All right. The Kak and Bars podcast.
We'll catch y'all on the flip.
Take care.
My leg.
God damn it, Ben. Come back and sit down.